relates to survival, meaning acting tough so someone won't pick your pocket or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I always respected that about Russell. So I'd be like, Russell, share some of that, or I'm coming to get it. And I always would tell him.
Right.
You don't think at the same time the ego helped? Oh shit, my mic just cut out. The ego played into you being
the role.
That you had to be the
yeah. I mean, I played. That was a role. You know what I'm saying? Like me, the hip hop mogul was like a quote unquote thing. You know, it was funny to me. You know what I mean? It was like, not to say a joke, but it was a part that I was playing 100%.
Do you feel like you maybe fell into the part too much?
Nah, not too much. I can't be too much. I mean, there's Kanye and there's Jay-Z and there's Cameron and all the things that we've done. Mm-hmm. So I can't see how it could be too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nothing bad happened. All that's happened that has been good. Right. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we've all lived to see another day, no matter what.
No, I mean more so just personally. Like, you know, sometimes when you take somebody like for example, like the Joker. A lot of times people say that what's his name playing that role is kind
Heath Ledger.
To his demise because he was method acting so much.
He became that role.
But he was also using drugs. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just using that as an example. But I'm saying, do you feel like the method acting?
I mean, it wasn't really method acting. Like, I turned it on and off. Like, you remember, you was in the studio. I wasn't coming through with a bunch of dudes. I was coming through with girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was coming through with white girls. Or just not to say that was a stat, but I was always trying to do something completely different, even in coaching you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't happy when I would be telling you certain things, but it would be just for your own.
Well, because some of those things weren't true.
What were you telling them?
That's irrelevant right now.
Well, I mean, you did when we used to argue about the fake jerseys. You used to be like,
don't even start with that.
Wait.
There was one time.
Yeah, one time too many.
Bondulu jersey.
It was one time.
Fugazi jersey, and I was like,
first of all, it wasn't Fugazi.
He was like, it was.
Hold on.
And the stories that you concocted from that one incident.
It wasn't just one incident. What are you talking about? I used to be like daily. I'd come in and be like, dog, what are you doing?
There was one time that I had spent. First of all, see, this is the thing I think that you sometimes forget. Is that you had myself, more so than anybody else, and the other producer who was affiliated with the label, literally working sometimes.
I had you doing that?
Well, yes, collectively, because you were the one signing the checks.
No, but was I telling you what to do?
No, you're not letting me finish.
Oh,
don't do the old Dame Dash thing. Let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So
that's the old Dame Dash?
Yeah.
Yes. So there were times where I'd be in the studio for 4 days straight.
What's that got to do with the jerseys, man?
I'm not finished. You won't know.
The story's too long, man. Is there a commercial break?
You want to take a break?
No. I want to know what about the. I remember what I remember. I'm just trying to.
But you remember.
It's too much. It's too much explanation to get to the story.
Reality.
All right, well, tell me what the reality is.
If we're in the studio for 4 or 5 days straight, right?
It would turn the jersey fake.
You don't have time. No, but just push your hairline back. Don't start.
Yo, did he have a Tampa Bay Buccaneers? What did he have? Like,
let me finish the story.
You don't want it. The story's long, but all right, go ahead.
So there were times we've been in the studio for 4 or 5 days straight, and when you're working on 4 or 5 albums at a time, sometimes you can't go. Even though I only live 20 minutes away, sometimes you don't have time to go home. Right.
So you bought a fake jersey?
There was one night we've been in the studio for like
we've been on this one
straight.
night for like 30 seconds.
Stop. And I had to I hadn't showered in 3 days.
Right.
Oh my God.
Got a cheap hotel real quick around the corner. Got dressed. If you remember, Baseline was
what's this got to do with the fake jersey?
No, he's getting to the story.
I'm getting to it.
He's getting to the.
You're a lawyer. You know this is.
No. I'll give him.
All right, go ahead.
Don't do it.
I'm just asking.
No, he's getting.
So, last minute, I didn't have any more clothes left. So I had a stash of clothes for those 3 days. I don't care what I look like when I'm in the studio. I'm working. So I ran to Modell's, which was right up the street from Baseline. Right. There was a Jets jersey there. I'm like, all right, cool. I know I got a green hat at the studio. Boom, this shall at least match. Boom. $50 jersey. Who cares? It wasn't fake. It just wasn't an official $300 jersey.
Embroidered in the whole nine.
Exactly.
It was a jersey that was not authentic.
It was
Could it possibly have been bought from Modell's?
It was a Modell's jersey.
I don't know about all that. I'm just saying that the jersey
you don't know all that
saw
because you were placing too much value on materialistic things at the time.
No.
Yes, you were.
Would you ever wear a fake jersey now?
Let me finish.
That's the question. Would you ever, no matter how?
If I was going to a game, at this point, it was a fashion thing at the time. The only period I would maybe wear a jersey now is if I was going to a game. To be honest, I'm so secure in who I am and the amount of money I have, I don't have to flaunt that by wearing a $500 jersey.
Now, how old were you at the time, Jess?
24.
24.
Yeah.
So you were impressionable.
It wasn't about being impressionable. It was, I got to get back to the studio.
I guess what I was trying to say was, I guess he was missing the point. What I was trying to say was, regardless of what you do, always make sure it's authentic. That's all I was saying.
Right.
So it wasn't about the price or the value.
But
of
it was.
It was just not authentic.
Because it was. It was.
I didn't care how much it cost.
It was NFL
I
license.
get most of my shit for free, but it's
If
not
it's
authentic.
NFL license, is it
Just,
not?
Would you wear fake leather no matter how much money? Are you secure enough
If
to do
it's
that?
NFL licensed,
You'd wear fake
is
leather?
it not fake?
Would you wear?
Is it
would
not
you-
real?
I'm just asking. Would you wear fake leather?
Answer the
You're ask-
question.
you're asking
I
me,
asked
you're
you
ask-
first.
You're asking just or
I'm asking you.
Yeah, how do we get to this topic?
Answer the
I was
question.
trying to see.
If it's officially NFL licensed,
Sometimes my
What
method-
makes it fake?
Yo, Just, you all right?
Calm
I'm
down.
good, I'm
All
good, I'm good.
Calm down. Calm down.
no, I'm good.
It's
But what makes it fake?
because
Because it's not the same jersey the player
like
on the
I'm
field
saying,
wears.
like me and you both know what authentic is. So I was just at the time saying, make sure everything you do is authentic. That's all I was saying.
Right.
So regardless of where you bought it or when you bought it or what you was going through, like I would say, yo, get an authentic white T-shirt then if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? But make sure.
What
it's
makes it
always
unauthentic? You have not answered that question.
I just.
Well, what did the jersey look like?
It was a regular
What did it look like?
jersey.
Jets was spelled in Spanish?
No, it was just
El Jet.
It was just
the
a
paint was
regular-
ironed
Hold on,
on.
hold on,
It wasn't it wasn't
Los
authentic.
Jets.
It
Why are we
wasn't a-
talking
It
about a
wasn't the
fake
one that.
jersey?
It wasn't the
You're
one
not
that they
telling me
would
what
wear.
makes it fake.
Because it used to make them upset.
Wait. Did you know you were making him upset, Damon?
Yes.
No, actually, I laughed at it because I thought it was kind of corny.
He does. Yeah, I did too.
And you know what? I didn't get upset about it. I didn't get upset about it
Right.
until years later when you had the radio show. And at one
I'm
point,
sorry if I offended you in any way. I'm sorry, but
And then-
I was just saying that it was just. I was always trying to teach.
But this is
people
what
to
I was
be-
going-
Teaching taste has never been anyone's. No one's ever happy to receive advice about taste.
there's a difference
Period.
between advice and slander.
It wasn't slander.
It was slander when we got on the radio
Damon, did you
station.
slander Just Blaze?
Let me finish.
Did you?
If I did, I
When we got
apologize.
on the radio station,
If we
and you
did-
were on this
if we-
whole
if we
tirade
did, I
about you taught me
apologize.
how to dress.
I don't even remember that. But if
Yeah,
I
of
did,
course
I'm
you don't,
sorry.
because you did a lot of dumb things at the time because of that ego that you had at the time.
I know, but
'Cause you were playing that role.
As we talk, let's keep it respectful.
No, I'm not being disrespectful by any
I'm
means.
just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm happy to see that you're at where you're at. I'm great and secure
I
where I'm
understand that, I
at.
understand.
So,
I'm just saying, let's keep it.
but I feel like if we, but I feel
If
like
I know that
that
there's probably some issues that I might like. Again, sometimes my method were a bit, where I would make men feel insecure, and maybe they were a bit harsh and brash. But at the end of the day, what I did see is that you did start to pay attention to real jerseys. So I feel like that advice probably helped you get to that point where you did appreciate an authentic jersey. I did see that you did.
I
get
had
to that culture
authentic
a lot.
jerseys before that though.
All right.
But I don't want to focus on the jersey. I'm focusing about the I'm just
Los
talking about the
Jets.
mentality
All right.
that was behind that
no,
whole
no,
exchange.
but-
I feel like I push people to excellence no matter what, and that's undisputed. You know what I mean? So like everyone that was around me, the work ethic that I instilled and the taste that I gave them is all reflected in a very positive situation for people's whole lives. The doors that were open.
So Damon, you
So
were
I
being
can't see-
positive, and you felt that Damon was being negative.
When you teach men, they don't like it sometimes how they're taught.
I love being taught. That's the only reason you learn. That's the only way that you learn.
So you
And I
were a
see
student.
learned. Yeah.
but no, like I said, I didn't have a
How do y'all guys meet, man? How do y'all meet?
I think hip hop.
yeah, it had to be hip. Yeah,
Right.
definitely had to be hip.
What'd you think of just when you first met him, man?
I thought that he was a good producer.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and he was a great executive. That's all that really mattered at the time because we were all there to, make great music and make money while doing it.
Now, what was the nature of the relationship?
The nature,
I used to tease him a lot.
You used to tease him a lot.
the nature of the relationship was good.
Were you kind of like in a sense,
Everything that was wrong, I wanted to make right.
right? So, in a sense, let's get some resolution here. Let's do.
I just used to be trying. I definitely used to snap a lot.
Were you like a big was he a big brother role in a sense?
It went from being a big brother to, okay, you're going too far.
I hurt his feelings. I'm sorry.
So
No, it
you-
wasn't about hurt feelings.
I
It was
obviously did.
no, it wasn't about hurt
hurt your
feelings.
feelings.
But
I'm
no,
sorry.
it was just you're going
I'm sorry.
too far.
I'm sorry.
You're going
What
too
was
far.
the jersey? Because listen, Dave,
I don't. It was
Like,
it was
I'll
a
tell you
safety
exactly.
safety.
Los
I don't remember the
Jets.
jersey.
like if it was the
Yes.
if it was the Winnipeg Pets, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Then-
Whatever it wasn't authentic.
All
That's
right,
all.
so-
You know?
But he still hasn't defined authentic. So let's just go.
No,
let's go past
let's-
that.
same
jersey
Let's talk
that they
about the
wear when they
relationship
play.
overall,
Right.
Because there are some positives here.
Right.
There's only
Right.
some.
Yeah, there are some
Actually, you know
positives.
what?
there.
Let's
put it
go
like
to-
this,
let's go to a break.
If
Let's go to a
if I
break.
didn't hurt
Let's go to a
people-
break.
If I
Let's-
didn't hurt people's egos,
Right.
then it would be
But it wasn't about her
completely
ego. It was
had
like,
to be.
Let's go to
my
a break.
thing was, why are you
It's-
placing so much
let's go to a
importance on
break.
this?
Let's go to a break.
It had to
Internets,
be.
you're tuned into the Combat Jack.
Cheer.
CombatJackShow.com.
I'm sorry.
Dame Dash in the building.
I'm about to
Talking
get
about
Just-
Just Blaze
Just give me a hug.
and Dave Dash's relationship. This is real.
I'm sorry.
Yo,
Oh,
F your
internet.
radio.
F your